Hello there and welcome to another Poetry Deep Dive. My name is Sarah Jones and I absolutely love Dennis Martindale. He is such a prolific poem hunter poet, and today I am so excited to recite his poem, I Am an Elephant. Let's dive in. It's true. I am an elephant. In fact, I've always been. I've got this trunk way up in front, stuck here right in between. I've got two tusks that weigh a ton that press and push and poke, and it's like God was having fun and thinks it's all a joke. I've got these massive ears as well, like pizzas piping hot, and 4 feet that are bound to swell, so thankful I am not. I've got a teeny-weeny tail that I'm too fat to see, that swirls around when there's a gale and keeps on swatting me. Now is this fair? Now is this right? Just munching all day long, to end up bloated through the night, like something's really wrong, with pesky flies upon my hide and birds upon my back. My word, the times I've sighed and sighed, I can't give them a whack. And when I run, it's hard to stop. Fair warning, please stand clear, 'cause if you don't, you're sure to drop, squashed flat when I come near. And must the sun be oh so bright? It really hurts my eyes. But no one listens to my plight. Again, that's no surprise. No wonder then, I've had enough. I'd rather be a cat. If not, I'd rather be a dove, a pigeon, or a bat. If not, I'd rather be a cow, a horse. That's what I want. Just anything, because right now, I am an elephant. Okay, so now that we've really heard the poem, let's break it down. The absolute genius of Martindale's work here starts with something we can all connect with, just pure physical comedy. It immediately pulls you in with these hilarious, kind of absurd descriptions of the elephant's body. And what's so brilliant is how specific this catalog of complaints is. It's not just a vague, I feel bad about myself. Oh no, we get the trunk stuck here, right in between, those tusks that weigh a ton, and my absolute favorite, ears like pizzas piping hot. It's so visual. And then you have the sad little detail of the teeny-weeny tail that he's too fat to see. It's this whole list of grievances that feels so over the top, but at the same time, deeply, deeply relatable. But, as we get past those first couple of stanzas, the poem really takes a turn. The humor starts to fade just a little, and it's replaced by something much heavier. Let's look at how the poem shifts from this funny, physical comedy into a real feeling of helplessness. This line right here is the pivot. It's the moment the whole poem changes. The elephant stops just listing its problems and starts questioning the fairness of its entire existence. It's not a joke anymore. This is a real, raw cry of frustration, asking a question that has no easy answer. And you can feel that frustration just growing, can't you? Suddenly, it's not just about the elephant's body. Now the whole world seems to be in on the joke. The pesky flies, the birds it can't swat away, even the sun feels like this personal attack. It's a fantastic way to show that feeling of being completely overwhelmed by things you just cannot change. And this is where the real loneliness starts to creep in. The language here is just perfect, side and side. I can't give them a whack. It paints this picture of total powerlessness. But honestly, the most heartbreaking part is the resignation in that line. No one listens. That's no surprise. The elephant doesn't just feel ignored, it fully expects to be. So why does this poem about a kinda grumpy elephant resonate so much with us? Well, because obviously it's not really just about an elephant, is it? It's about a feeling that, let's be honest, we have all had at some point in our lives. This is where the magic happens. The elephant's feeling of being clumsy and unwieldy. I mean, come on. That taps directly into our own body image issues, or just those times we feel awkward in our own skin. And the feeling of being overlooked and unheard, that's the core human fear of being completely misunderstood by everyone around us. The poem uses an elephant to talk about us. It's brilliant. So all of this, all the problems, all the frustrations, it all builds to the poem's final desperate plea. After going through everything that's wrong, the elephant decides there is one and only one solution: the great escape. So take a look at this list. A cat, a dove, a pigeon. At first glance, it might seem totally random, but think about it. These aren't grand, powerful creatures. The elephant doesn't want to be a lion or an eagle. It just wants to be something else, something simpler, something smaller, something less noticeable. It's a cry for normalcy. And it all comes crashing down to this final statement. The poem doesn't end with a solution. It ends with a statement of fact that feels like a prison sentence. Just anything, the elephant begs, because right now I am an elephant. It is such a powerful gut punch of a line that just perfectly captures that feeling of being completely and utterly fed up with who you are. And so that leaves us with a final thought to chew on. The poem is this beautiful, poignant expression of dissatisfaction, but it also kind of forces us to ask ourselves, if we could change all the things that make us feel like a clumsy, unheard elephant, would we? Or is there maybe a hidden strength, a kind of unique power in learning to live with the trunk and the tusks and the pizza-sized ears that we've been given? Definitely something to think about.